Let's play another round of easy mode, hard mode, where I'll give you 10 different video game genres and I'll tell you what I think is the easiest and the hardest games from that genre. First up, we have JRPGs. I'm thinking something kind of old school, like Trials of Mana is the easiest, and I can say with 120% certainty that Kingdom Hearts 2 on critical mode is the absolute hardest JRPG you will ever play. In terms of Western RPGs, I'm thinking Skyrim is definitely the easiest. It's so accessible, the gameplay systems are very shallow, like it's very approachable for new players. Whereas I just started Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 on hardcore mode and I have bad knees in this game, I can't talk to women, like it's really bad. Definitely one of the hardest Western RPGs I've played. For cozy games, I think Stardew Valley is maybe the easiest. There's so much help online in terms of like tutorials for all the different gameplay systems like the farming, the mining. And for hardest cozy game, I'm gonna say Stardew Valley because it feels freaking impossible to get to level 100 of the mines. I need a spreadsheet in order to figure out how to min-max my farm every season. And once I get 8 hearts with everybody in the town, it's virtually impossible to figure out who I want to be my spouse. I'm not super well acquainted with fighting games, but I'm gonna say Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising seems to be one of the more approachable ones, whereas something like Tekken seems like there's just so much like built-in knowledge that you really have to know like all the different character matchups to be able to have any shot at winning this game. I think racing games tend to be like a pretty approachable subgenre, but I think Forza Motorsport especially just such a good job of just like putting you in front of the wheel and letting you drive and just making it feel really accessible. Whereas a game like F-Zero makes me want to go 100 miles an hour off a cliff. For survival horror games, I'm gonna say the Resident Evil 4 remake is probably one of the easier ones. They have an assisted mode in this game that makes it a lot easier to get through each section of the game, and you can turn it on whenever you need to. Versus I'd say The Evil Within is on the more punishing side of this subgenre where you are just suffering constantly. For roguelites, I'm gonna say Balatro is one of the easiest because I think if you're not hitting exponential numbers at least 50% of your games, you're probably just not trying hard enough. Versus I think Spelunky 2, getting the platinum on this game is genuinely one of the hardest roguelite experiences you can get, so best of luck to anyone who's trying this. For real-time strategy, I was thinking about how console RTS games tend to be a lot easier because there's a lot less inputs, or the inputs are more streamlined, so I went with Halo Wars as the easiest here. And for hardest, I picked the Call to Arms series because there's so many units, there's so much diversity in terms of gameplay here and the depth of its systems, like it really takes a long time to get into and to have any sense of what you're doing. Hero shooters might piss some people off, but I really think Marvel Rivals is one of the easiest hero shooters out there. I say this as a 10-year Overwatch veteran, so maybe I'm biased. And for hardest, I'm actually gonna go with Apex Legends here because you not only have the character abilities that you have to master, you have the gunplay, you have the drops, the rotations that you have to make, you have to know how the movement systems because they're built off of Titanfall's movement, so there's definitely like a movement shooter element to this game. And our last category is extraction shooters, so I'm gonna say on the easiest side we have Escape from Duckov, and on the harder side, Escape from Tarkov, and I'm gonna let you make the distinction as to why.